Good morning, sir and everyone. We are Group 7 and our presentation is about Case 1. Fingers are pulled, the skin is removed by a sugarcane machine. Before we start our presentation, let me introduce our group member here. We have Chong Yu-seng, Ong Yi-ching, Shirley Yu-xueni, Xiao Yi-xuan, Teo Yi-fang, and me, Wong Mei-jia. Now, let us start our presentation.
My name is Teo Yi-fang and my number machine is AV210385. This slide is about introduction and I'm going to talk about introduction, a brief description of the issue. This accident case is about a businessman who crashed 4 right fingers due to being crashed by a sugarcane machine. This accident happened at Kampong Dewan Beta on 16 May 2019 around 6 p.m. A 15-year-old businessman named Osman Ya, in order to turn off the machine switch, lost 4 fingers on his right hand. Then he was sent to Mundang Paku Health Clinic for treatment. Unfortunately, his finger could not be reconnected because all his nerves has been damaged. That's all for the part of introduction, and I will pass to Wang Meijia continue to present. Thank you.
My name is Wang Meijia. Now I want to present about analysis of the route of entry and how the accident happened in the workplace. Osman was crushed by a sugarcane machine and lost 4 fingers on his right hand. This accident will happen because of personal factors, which as the person who was hurt in the accident created it. This is because he tried to scrape the sugarcane residue with his index finger when the machine was moving. Osman lost 4 fingers at once due to his failure to close the machine switch. In conclusion, it was Osman's negligence that led to the accident. This concludes my presentation. Now I will pass to Yi-ching to continue the presentation. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Yi-ching. Today I want to correlate the accident with the accident causation theory. The accident causation theory of case 1 is human factors theory. Human error is caused by 3 major factors, which is overload, inappropriate activities, and inappropriate response. The first one is overload. Overload is the businessman might be overworked, which leads to physical exhaustion, emotional worry, and poor mental states. The second one is inappropriate activities. Inappropriate activities defined as lack of training and miscalculation of human error hazards will lead to accident. For instance, the businessman was already close and was about to wash the sugarcane machine, but he forgot to switch off the machine's engine, thus causing a tragedy as the machine was still working. The last one is inappropriate response. Inappropriate response defined as failure to obey the rules and working in an unsafe environment. For example, the businessman mentioned in the interview that he had paid for repairs to the sugarcane machine to increase its production, but he did not mention whether the machine fulfilled the required safeguards. Next, I want to pass the presentation to Xiao Yi-xuan.
My name is Xiao Yi-xuan. Today I want to present correlate the accident with the impacts toward human and environment, person at risk. First is the number of owners selling fresh sugarcane drinks is very rare and the victims are not longer in the industry due to repeated accidents, which will eventually lead to the extinction of this profession. For example, Mr. Osman lost 4 fingers of his right hand after being run over by a sugarcane machine. Next impact is Mr. Osman's family members may struggle for their family without a regular sources of income. For example, without the leadership of the family members will also have less confidence in continuing their life cycle.
I'm Shirley. Now I'll be presenting the preventive and control measures including law and legislation. First of all, we provide safety education to all workers. Employers must educate their employees on all workplace safety requirements as well as the hazard they may develop when utilizing machinery. Workers must review the requirements on every machine-related tasks allocated to them. Written safety regulations should contain procedures including the names and address of a qualified first aid responders. Employees shall not use machinery or equipment for that they are not authorized or certified. Next will be keep the tools and equipment in good condition. Before using a device or manufacturing equipment, workers must ensure that it is in a proper working order. A yearly maintenance of equipment and machinery are required. Damaged equipment and multifunctional equipment have the potential to cause a serious loss of human life. Lastly will be regular breaks. Make sure that all personnel takes frequent breaks to limit the possibility of accident caused by tiredness. As a result, the employee require a break to avoid jeopardizing their safety and health at work. Now I will pass to Yiseng to continue the presentation. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Chong Yu Sheng, metric number AP210142. For 6.0 discussion on your personal thoughts about the case, we can see that he has 6 years of experience of crushing sugarcanes, but his negligence in not closing the engine switch result in the loss of 4 fingers at once. On my thoughts, no matter how many experience we got, we should always caution about all this machine, as it will injure or lose any parts of our body. The owner, for triple of his profit, he lost his finger and he had become difficult as a result of his main source of money. The machine also didn't have any safety precautions and any safety system, such as the machine will stop when detected unusual object go through the machine, which causes the sugarcane seller lost his 4 finger.
This slide is about conclusion. We conclude that health and safety strategy is important in preventing accidents because it will not only help stop accidents but also reduce accident losses, improve profit, and help their companies to end up extra efficient. In addition, we also found that prevention and control measures such as accident-related laws and regulations are the most important link in an accident case because the management of workplace health and safety issues is based on prevention and control principles. That's all for the part of conclusion. Thank you. We also recommendations to overcome the issue. First, prevent with personal protective equipment we call as PPE. It's important to wear suitable PPE, especially safety gloves when operating the machine. Gloves give enough flexibility and protections to safely perform their machine work. According to the current OSHA research, has shown that safety gloves can prevent 70.9% of hand and arm injuries. For example, burn or cut. Secondly, install guard. Machine safe guards are measures designed to prevent entry into dangerous areas. They function by stopping working if a hand put in the danger zone and allow hands to withdraw from the danger. And finally is proper safety training. It's because it's the best way to start preventing any accident injury and making employees aware of the risks in their functions and preventing accidents greatly reduce injuries.
That's all for our presentation today. Thank you.